Hello everyone, and welcome back to Monsters of the Mind. As always, I'm your host, Mr. G. Today, we're taking our first steps into the wild world of outer space. In space, there could truly be anything. An infinite number of species. Who knows what's out there, and if they've ever came to Earth. But allegedly, one Kentucky family claims they did indeed come to Earth one day. It was a fateful day in the 50s, when this family supposedly saw Hopkinsville Goblins. Hopkinsville is a city in Kentucky, which is also where they came from. They were a species. Whether they were good or bad is very ambiguous. Like I just said, they come from Kentucky, and they were an extraterrestrial cryptid. It was a quiet night in the city of Hopkinsville. It was about 1955. Police had been receiving reports that this one family was being attacked by small flying creatures that had came from UFOs. They had been firing at the creatures for a few hours now, and the police officers were sent down there in order to prevent a gunfight. However, when they arrived, the creatures were gone without a trace. According to witnesses, these creatures could fly, were only about a foot tall, had glow-in-the-dark eyes, long arms, and weird tuft-like ears. Now, I'll be the first to admit this incident is pretty underwhelming, especially compared to other supernatural encounters like Mothman or the Flatwoods Monster. But it is still an interesting story nonetheless. As for what this thing could be, I have no idea. I just can't think of any possible species that is nocturnal, small, can fly, has glow-in-the-dark eyes, pointed appendages, and weird Yeah, most people think they just saw a bunch of owls or something like that. In fact, even a lot of UFOologists think that this sighting was just a hoax due to how easily explainable everything about it was. And yeah, this is definitely one of the less believable alien sightings. Now here's Vincent. Ah yes, space gremlins. Quite possibly the most mysterious alien race in my world. They're so mysterious, even other aliens are not familiar with them. Like, we only have very, very, very vague knowledge of them. We don't even know where their planet is. Although, according to rumor, they live on a rogue planet that doesn't orbit any star whatsoever. Which is very confusing and has caused a lot of beings to wonder how they survive. These creatures are incredibly sparse appearing. They've only been sighted like a few times, ever. And whenever they do appear, they seem to have teleportation power, so when you try to grab them, they just vanish into thin air. People have set traps, shot lasers, but no matter what, these things always manage to get away at the last second. We've never even gotten a very good look at them. All we know is that they're small, kinda look like gremlins, and they can teleport. And they have big eyes, I guess. So yeah, nobody knows what these things are, nobody can find them, nobody knows what they want. Now that we got that out of the way, let's look at the card. Well, this card doesn't seem too bad. Really. This was a one-time incident, so it's hard to really have any conflicting stories or anything. The only way this card could possibly do anything bad is if it made a weird claim. Wait, what? What does that say right there? Silly skeptics? Silly skeptics? Silly skeptics? Oh, I'm sorry, Monsters of the Mind. Are you saying that anyone who doesn't believe in these things is an idiot or something? Is that what you're implying here? Well, sorry, I don't believe in these creatures that are easily explainable using other things like possibly owl sightings or anything else like that. Maybe the UFOs could have just been meteors or something. Really, this is probably one of those easily explainable alien cases ever. And also another thing, I really hate how these cards are treating us like we're the idiots for not believing in these things. And I hate it when anyone in general does that. Like, they're always like, oh, you must be stupid if you don't believe in these things. Because things like this card like to act like we're the ones who are blind to facts and logic. Like, really, that really ticks me off. I don't even want to continue. Only pop culture is that the Pokemon Sableye is based off this thing. I've been Mr. G. Next time we're doing a creature that I hope doesn't insult skeptics. Because this card really ticks me off.